That's why you have to be really mindful of like what you're consuming. Like that's why we're saying it's a lie. Like don't believe, like question everything.
I don't get why this girl needs to put the whole of Sephora on her face.
Like we were talking about today, like we're so wrapped up in like other people's shit and the shit that doesn't matter that like sometimes you need to hear the common sense thing.
The other day was like Sid the Sloth looking ass.
I was like...
Hello everybody, welcome back to the pod. Today we finally have some guests on and they're our favorite honorary co-hosts. We have Rome and Francie back on the pod.
It's been a while. Am I waving? It's been a while since we had both on at the same time, so pleasure.
Should be a fun one. Okay, let's get right into it because we have a lot that we want to cover today. Weekly updates. Does anybody have anything they want to share? Anything that happened this week? Funny, cool, scary, weird,
random.
I've been locked up. Can't lie. I haven't been doing much. I feel like I've been living a fucking boring life these last little bit. Surface running. Been caught up with work. Yeah. Work's taking over, man. The rat race.
To one of my points, which is what we're going to talk about today a little bit. But one of my weekly updates is I also started like on a new team / job. And like, I don't know, but like when work takes over like that and you have like a couple busy days in a row, you literally feel like you don't have a life. Mm-hmm. And it's so overwhelming sometimes that like, you just want to cry. And it's like not even because you don't like your job. It's just because you're like, is this what life is? You know what I mean?
Just working 9 to 5 just to fucking pay bills and do this
and you
and
could,
that. And...
you could love it and you could be good at it, but it's like, is this really what life is all about? You know?
Yeah, it's actually crazy. I work 8 to 5. I get home at 6. Walk my dog at 6:30. Get changed 7 now. Have dinner 7:30. I have like 2.5 hours to myself. Yeah.
You feel like you only really have 2.5 hours in your day in general. Like you don't feel like the rest of the day was like for
then the weekend flies by. Like
the Roman always does this. He'll get home and I'll ask him to do something or like with me, like let's do something together. He's like, I haven't had any time today, but it's like 7 o'clock at night. He's like, I literally have 2 hours. I'm like, you had all day. He's like, I was working though, and then I was driving, and it's almost like we don't consider the things that we're doing for like work and shit like part of our time, like our day. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. Robots.
Okay, so we have a couple travel plans in this group. So let's talk about it. What's everyone doing?
Well, Sam and I are going to Chicago in April.
On a little podcast trip.
We're very excited.
That is pretty sick.
We want to make it like I don't know. I always I used to struggle with the mindset of traveling. Like I always used to say like it's not a right time or like it's not a good time or like not financially like good for me or with work. But like you will never find the right time. You have to make the right time for yourself, you know?
It's only going to get harder. Imagine when you have kids.
But that's what I mean. Like, there's never going to be a right time. You got to make that time for you to, like, do what you want to do. And why not do it when we're young? Like, so we're going to Chicago, but we're making it kind of like a business trip. So we're going to, you know, have some cool, fun things content-wise. And, like, we're going to try to, like, interview little businesses there and places there. I've never been to Chicago. Sam has. She said she liked it.
I've been once, but it wasn't great. Mostly because, like, while I was there, we found out some, like, bad news that was happening at home. I found out some bad news that was happening at home just with, like, health stuff. And it, like, ruined the rest of my trip. So I didn't really get to experience it. But Chicago was really nice. And, like, I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions about Chicago. Like,
I think it's, like, a dangerous city. Like
I felt safer in Chicago than I did New York. I don't know anything about, like, the safeness of each city. Maybe it's just, like, in my mind. But, like, one thing that did trip me out, though, is that the security guard in CVS had a gun strapped, like...
security guard?
Yeah. And I was, like, tripped out. I was like, oh my God.
They're allowed, no?
No, they are, but it's a bit trippy because I was like, there's a gun, like, right there.
Yeah, because we're not
security
used
guards here don't have guns.
Someone's going to rob a like $20 bottle of Advil and get chopped down in the middle of CVS.
Or like
when they stealing from CVS, they need to be strapped up.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what,
Three Musketeers chocolate bars.
Like there's one thing over $100 in that store. Like,
but I was looking at
Actually,
TikTok and people like love living there. Like it says, like I moved from Toronto to Chicago and I love it. Like it's a different vibe. So I'm excited for that. And then Fran and I are going to Italy for his friend's wedding in June, and it's also my birthday while we're there. And we're like, we're not just going to go for 3 days in Italy. We might as well make a trip out of it. So I'm going for 10 days. You're going for 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
So
It's weird. I swear, you're going for like 11, and I'm going for 15. It's like the weirdest.
yeah, the weirdest like amount.
days.
But we made like a really sick itinerary, and I'm really really excited for
You
that
didn't say
too.
we?
I did, but you like it.
You
Yeah.
approved.
I just
We
didn't
approved
make
of it, so
Stamp
really
of
excited.
approval.
But anyways, if you guys,
This is good.
sorry, if you guys have any,
Great.
if you guys have any Chicago recommendations, let us know. And
Mhm.
Italy recommendations. We're going to Puglia, so I've never been there before.
Puglia. How about you?
Puglia.
Puglia. I'm going to Arizona for a bachelor party
Oh,
for
fun.
like 4 days.
He's going while we're in Chicago. He's gonna be in Arizona.
That's
Yeah.
mint timing.
Yeah, that is pretty
Perfect
good.
timing.
Yeah.
No
I
one's,
don't have to come home
no
and
one's
have anxiety.
destroying the
But like,
house.
yeah, yeah.
No
But-
one's Sam's clothes are
Pretty cool. We've all become quite the, what's it called?
travelers.
No, jet setters.
Never heard that before.
What the
Wait,
fuck
what?
is
It's an
Said
older
me-
term.
It's a
Never
military
heard
term.
No, older.
Oh, I
Older.
thought you said military. Yeah, we become jet setters. Except Fran and I, this Fran, we're driving to Chicago. We're taking a road trip because I made her pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I
hope you guys make it.
no, I
It's
drove.
only 8 hours.
I drove to Chicago.
No, not like that. Like you
No,
don't kill each other
fighting-wise?
in the fucking
Oh, in the car?
time before you get
I'll
there.
probably go sleep. She's driving.
Yeah, I have to drive the whole way.
You guys
You
are going
better stay up
crazy in a
for-
car
for
together.
little bit.
Yeah, thank you.
No, I will.
I'm
We're
glad that
leaving,
this is on
we're
the
leaving
record.
early, like 4:30.
But honestly, the drive is really.
I don't think you remembered you're on camera and you do the face.
We have to get that.
Please, no, we're not cutting that. I'm zooming in.
No, I'm
He
saying
always-
it. We have to zoom in.
Because he always makes that face.
Why are you talking like
Because
that?
I'm actually dying. He always makes that face when I say something, but he's
What, man? Just natural. It's just a natural reaction.
Oh, nice.
Wait,
I'm
why do you
actually
do that face too? Because
crying.
we said 4:30.
no, like it's like when he's not really like listening to what I'm saying. He's kind of just like this. Sorry. Oh my god, that killed me. Okay, anyways, we're leaving at 4:30.
When Fran starts yapping, just give her that face.
Yo, Rome just goes into like a blank stare.
Yeah.
He'll just be like,
through her.
That's better than that face.
no, but it's actually not because at least he's nodding his head. Rome's like,
Dude,
but it's sarcastic,
I'll
though.
hear her talking and then she'll be like, "You're not listening, are you?" And I hear that part and I'm like,
yeah.
"No, I was listening." She's like, "What'd I just say?" I'm like, I just stare at her.
You know that voice in a dream? It's like almost like muffled. And then you come back.
Sam like quizzes you after she speaks sometimes, just to me too.
Because no one listens to me. Anyways, we're road tripping and that was that, and we're waking Fran up at 4:30. Anyways, have you guys seen that trend where it goes, social media is fake, so here's something I struggle with?
No.
No.
Okay. So basically,
Their for you phase. Their for you pages are not like
yeah, they're not.
Wait, so like you say something like kind of personal because like
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
one's gonna see it.
Because, okay, like, if everyone were to, like, I know you guys aren't as active on socials as we are, but still, like, if we were to go to your profile, like, it's only really highlights of your life. Like, we talk about this stuff a lot, right?
Mhm.
And there's this trend that's, like, social media is fake, so here's something I struggle with. People will talk about, like, something with, like, health or mental health or, like, something in their life that they've always struggled with. And it's, like, creating this, like, breaking the fourth wall sort of vibe. So I thought we'd go around. This is the thing she said that would have to come up on the spot. That we go around and say like one thing that you struggle with that maybe if someone coming onto your profile they would never think of.
doesn't have to be that deep either.
Doesn't have to be that deep.
It
It
can
could
just be like
I don't know how to tie my shoes. It's like
no, not that, but you know, it doesn't have to be like
profound.
yeah.
Yeah, you start.
No you.
No, you.
No you.
Oh, you start.
Okay.
It's your idea. You
Yeah,
got
like
some
why are you
thoughts.
No,
speaking- Yeah, go ahead. It's your idea. Go.
Um,
Start with social media is fake, but
social media is fake. So here's something I struggle with. I struggle with a lot of things, so I need to like try and like hone them. Probably like when people, this is weird, but when people look at my bio on social media, like I like always want them to perceive me as like successful. Is that weird?
Not really.
No.
Like I want them to look at my bio and be like, oh, she does this, this, and that. But like deep down, I want to just chill the fuck out. But like at the same time, like I want people to perceive me a certain way. It's like weird.
Mm-hmm.
So like I struggle with like I guess I don't know if it's self-image or like the way that people just like I guess just the way that people perceive me sometimes. And then it doesn't match up with like how I actually want to feel.
I feel like that's everyone,
Yeah,
especially
probably.
influencers.
Yeah.
mhm.
Like we see this like perfect picture of like someone. Meanwhile, there's like 6 people behind it. There's like an editor, the camera guy,
Yeah.
fucking person with the fan behind the person's hair. Like, you know, like it's like team behind the one picture. Like it's like so fake.
Something else is, here's something I struggle with is like major like stomach problems. This is probably every girl, and like this is something I was seeing on the trend a lot. Like people are like, oh, I have this, I have that. Like major. Like I think we've also touched on this on an episode with like food relationship to food and like food sensitivities, but like that's something I really struggle with too. So yeah, how about you?
Okay, social media is fake, but what's the other prompt?
Here's something.
Social media is fake, but here's something I struggle with, and that is being consistent with my productivity. So sometimes I feel like I have a hard time getting to be productive, like being productive.
Mm-hmm.
And I can be lazy sometimes. And then I don't know. I want to always look like I'm doing things, and I'll write down in my notes, do this, my calendar.
You don't do anything.
And I don't end up doing
I
things.
say it all the time. I literally tell her all the
And
time.
I don't, but it's not only just like brush teeth. But
Like we're
it's
sitting there like literally trying to like chill and do something, and you start putting things into your phone as if you're gonna do it.
You know what it is? It's that you're thinking of it, and then you're putting it in your phone that gives you that instant gratification that like you kind of did something.
Or have it under control.
Yeah, exactly.
Or I'm like about to do it, and then like I just won't end up doing it, and it makes me feel extremely lazy and unsuccessful. So that's something about me.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah.
I have one more other thing because I feel like my other things were kind of bad, but something I struggle with too is like money, but not like having money, just like wanting more money all the time so bad, and like always, almost like every day, trying to figure out like more ways to make money that like it actually drives me insane.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's
Again, it's
literally just
probably-
because of where we live.
It's probably a lot of people, but yeah, we'll get into that too later. But
Yeah. Meanwhile, there's like
Yeah.
people living in mud huts somewhere that all they want to do is just like
Yeah.
enjoy the day.
Yep.
Go to the water, see
And
their
they're having
family,
the best time too. They're
chilling,
literally-
and then we're here like we have no real issues, and we're like stressing every day.
yeah, we
Yeah.
need like 7 streams of income to
Yeah.
be like satisfied.
Yeah, I
Okay.
remember hearing something. There's like literally people in like poverty. The suicide rate is like 10 times lower than like
Mm-hmm.
like
But
first
that
world
could also
countries.
maybe be because they're just not living long and like dying.
I think it's
naturally.
because we have like overstimulation of like dopamine in this like in North America and shit, and then we just like
Exposed to too
we're
many
just
things.
way more exposed to the low lows than people that are just like have like a steady life of just like doing one thing and just like
mediocre.
yeah.
Dude, I feel like an iPad baby sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like we're playing video games. I die. There's like a window of 30 seconds where I'm dead and I'm not doing anything. Right on Clash,
Yeah, you
Clash
just look at your
Royale,
phone or something.
TikTok,
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm on the toilet. It's like 3 minutes of peace. Meanwhile, like the whole time I'm just scrolling.
You need like that
Mhm.
stimulation.
It's like,
Like, it's
But something funny I thought when you said the stomach thing, like I'm heavily addicted to cheese. I think it's like my favorite guilty pleasure of all time. But like I'm like almost like lactose now. And like on God, at night I rip like Family Guy, like Peter Griffin farts. Like that sounds fake. My stomach is so screwed up now
It's just
from
from
how
much
much
cheese.
cheese I've eaten my whole life.
Do you think you made yourself lactose from
100%.
eating so much?
Like a million percent. My mom buys like
Overconsumption
these
of dairy.
like balls of like mozzarella that come in like a stack of like 3. Like I'll eat an entire one in a night, bro. It's probably like 2,000 calories. Rinse. That's
Just
like my
ripping
snack.
fucking
No
cheese.
crackers, like nothing. Just chop the cheese and eat it.
yeah.
Sorry, funny story, but we slept with Buff, and Buff rips farts.
Oh.
Buff's
Yeah, I
our
can't do it
adopted dog.
anymore.
Okay, but
I can't do
but
it
Fran was
anymore.
like, get him off the bed. Like he stinks when he farts. I'm like, oh, now you know how I feel. Like when you fart.
Sorry, I don't think mine
Again, that's
smell like that. Like
Dog
dude,
farts.
like his smell like.
Did you see it again? You did it again. You
I
should
know.
stop doing that.
For what reason?
It's just a bad habit.
It's
Like,
not really
it's kind
though.
of rude a little bit,
Yeah.
actually.
Anyways, okay, my thing that I was gonna say is, dude, I literally like woke up yesterday and I like had this like almost like epiphany. Like I realized I've been smoking for 14 years.
What weed?
Yeah. And like I've only quit for like at most 2 months. Like I've always thought this was like something I had under control. And like randomly I just realized like it's been 14 years.
Hmm.
Like that's kind of like if you've been trying to quit and you haven't been able to do it in this, like it might be an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that
That's my
your
thing.
social media
That's my
feed?
thing, probably.
Do you ever think
That's
you
a good
will,
one.
you will quit?
Yeah, I try to all the time, and I think like we don't realize like we think it's just weed, like it's just like this, like low key thing, like you'll always be fine. But, like I feel like it has like serious impact on like your mental health, and like you were saying, like the dopamine thing.
Yeah.
Like it's just like you need it constantly. Like when you're smoking too, you're addicted to those little things, like whatever. It's not good.
It's not.
No.
I agree.
Okay.
Roman.
Mine would probably be like disorganized. Like
Okay, wait. Say the whole thing. Social media is fake. So here's something.
social media is fake. What is it? Social media is fake, but
Here's something I struggle with.
here's something I struggle with. I'm very disorganized. Like I have good thoughts, and I feel like I will act them out. I just like can't like put them down, if that makes sense. Like,
So, like,
I have no like structure in like
okay.
my actions, if that makes sense. Like I can't like, I don't know. You know how you have all these fucking lists and shit? You're always like
Yeah.
writing down what to do at what time. Like I don't have that skill. Like I lack it.
I
It's
like
just hard for me
schedule
to-
your Google Calendar.
Yeah, she does all the scheduling for me because like I just
I mean, it's kind of good to be like that in a way, though. You're kind of just like free.
It's like that sounds
flowing.
freeing.
So like I know what you're
Like-
saying, and like I'll try to do it,
Yeah.
and it'll be like a toddler's writing it, like dinner, like like
yeah.
dinner in North York with Franny. No, dinner, and it's like
Yeah.
don't even have a time, like nothing. Like when I try
Round
to
7.
plan, it's like
Yeah.
But you know what? Like, I feel like that also could be a happy medium because for me, like, it's like extreme. Maybe this is also something I struggle with. Like, I wish you could see my calendar. It's like I
me.
spend the day, like, just like this was my calendar today.
It's literally my calendar.
It started at 5 a.m. That's 5
Yeah,
a.m.
like, I don't think I would
and then
ever
this
do
is the
that for
podcast
myself.
where we are right now. Like, I just, it's like, of course, some of it's work, but like. Every time something comes to my mind, I'm like, calendar, have to do it, have to do a calendar. And I'll actually do it, but like, there's no blank space. Like, where do I just fucking live? Like, where do I just like
yeah,
be?
you're just living on a schedule.
You know what
Do
I
you
mean?
find that causes a little bit of like not tension, but what's it called? What's the word? Difference in
Disconnect?
in the relationship when like he's not a planner, but you are a planner. Like for example, like dates or
Not
a
really, because
routine.
he plans dates still, but like sometimes the only reason why it would for me, and then you can like speak on you. Like I don't think it causes that much. Is that like if it's something that we need to do together, like. If I tell him like, oh, we have a venue visit or like we have an appointment at the bank or something, and like I put it in there and like he's gaming up until the last minute, I'm like, did you not see the calendar? Like we have a thing. He's like, okay, 5 minutes. Then it'll piss me off because I'm like, dude, it's in the calendar. But then I realize like, okay, he's not living by a calendar. But then at the same time, it's like I don't want to have to like remind you. That's why there's a calendar. So that's where it kind of does. But like other than that, like we don't like I'm organized for myself, not for him.
it's like you today. You literally told me what I was doing for the entire weekend, and I just didn't acknowledge it because what do I have to say? Like,
Okay.
you know, like
Like
sorry, but like
And I wasn't telling you what
Easter
you were doing.
Friday, we're doing this Saturday, this Saturday. I'm like,
but
But the thing with
okay.
Fran is that like she'll repeat it 10 times.
I didn't repeat
Yeah.
it though.
No,
I
she
didn't,
just
that's
said
the
it
first
once.
time.
But you have to understand, you're like, dude, I'm working all day. I go to take a nap at my lunch. I wake up to that. I'm like, okay, my weekend's planned. That's
But
it.
it's because I
Move
didn't
on.
plan your weekend. It's because I'm like she said, it's our plan together. Like it's our family thing. I'm just making sure that you know that you know it. Where we sometimes get into arguments or like just to disconnect. It's like I'll remind him, then he won't acknowledge or like he just won't answer it. And then I'll be like, hello.
You do that to me all the fucking
Yeah, now I know
time.
how it feels. Now
Like,
I'm-
no, you do that all the time.
And now I'm
It's
like,
so
hello.
annoying.
Did you see what I said above? And then he's like, why are you saying this? I'm like, well, just say okay. Like that's all
what
you have
what
to
it
say
is above
okay.
too is like
Yeah.
I feel like almost like a
You
calendar.
do that.
Almost like
Maybe
a
I'm
calendar.
just-
When shit comes up for you, you say it to me. So like sometimes, like I won't answer my phone for like an hour, and then I look back and it's like 8 different
No, it's
thoughts that
this.
are like completely
It's
unrelated. I'm
Can you
like,
take buff? Did you take buff? Kiki needs to do this. Oh, the podcast. Did you record the? And it's like, dude.
are you gaming? And and it's like 8 different things. And you're like, you want me to answer everything? And it's like
I think I legit have ADHD.
either I have to, I'm writing you a list, or I'm writing 8 different messages where I'm just like,
Well,
okay.
But it's just it's
like,
weird
okay,
that
number one.
it's weird that annoys her about you because she does that to me. I've been sending her emails now because she will not like. I'll send her a paragraph on text to explain because I know she'll list things out. Like I'll say, okay, there's all these things going on for the podcast. Let me just like say all of it in a paragraph. But she won't answer. So then I'll email her and I'll be like, hey, and I'll tell her what I did. I'll be like, hey, I emailed this business and we're doing this, and that. And then she'll text me. and ask me a question that I already emailed her the answer to. And I'm like, did you see the fucking email?
It's because I see it and I acknowledge it. Like it's in my head, and then I'll just ask you like ideas about it on text.
But then it pisses me off because then I'm repeating myself. I already did my like preemptive work and emailed you, so that it's like documented. But then you'll ask me, hey, did you do this or what's going on with this? And I'm like, dude, I literally emailed you. Like I emailed you it.
And
did you not read it?
Just dead all the time. It's like
I don't know how this turned into a shit on me.
Okay.
Like,
it's not shitting on you.
Always when you use on the podcast, it's you two
because
against me.
nobody else
help me out a little
No,
bit.
because nobody else knows.
Like it's actually true. Every time they're on together,
you guys do the same
No, we
shit to me.
don't,
Yes,
actually.
you fucking do.
No, we
Anyways,
don't.
what to answer her question, does like my over organization, your under organization for you cause any issues with me?
No, I honestly think it's like it's perfect. Like it works out, you know. Like I believe opposites attract in some sort of way, you know. Like
Yeah.
Like you are over organized, but like I'm like over unorganized. Like
Which
I
then
don't give a
balances
shit
out
to the
like
point.
an easy
Organized,
organized
yeah.
couple.
Yeah, it's like perfectly organized, you know. Like
The thing
I
is,
think it works out.
I do think that what I need to work on is that like because I work from home, like I'll work from home, and then I'll do other shit throughout the day. Like for example, we had to find a wedding planner, so I'll like email a bunch of wedding planners, and then like I wrote down that I did all this stuff. So when Rome comes home, whether it's that or it's like something else, I'll like tell him all these things as soon as he comes home, and I feel bad sometimes because he's just like, I literally just fucking got home.
Just got home after commuting. It's so hard to like pay attention sometimes. That's why I start daydreaming. And then she'll just be talking to me. I'm like, Sam, just give me like an hour. Like just let me just go shower and like just chill out for a bit.
That's how I feel too. Like when you send so much shit while I'm working, like I am locked into work. Like I'm getting these alerts. I have to answer within 3 minutes, or like I'm screwed. You know, like I just feel like
then
I'm
I'll message
so
you
like
being like, did you see? And then right away you'll be like, yeah. I'm
Because
at
he
work.
saw it, but he
on like the
didn't- he
triple
can't
message,
answer.
on like the third one.
I messaged you
Did
once,
the same
Grant,
thing to
today.
her.
Huh?
She'll send me like a bunch of messages. Now she like catches on. She'll be like, sorry, I know you're working. You don't have to respond. I'll be like, yeah, I read it. Just I'll respond in a
I
minute.
did that today. I was gonna phone blast you today about something, and I was like, "We'll talk when you're home."
It's getting better that way for sure.
Okay, so this week when Roman came home from work, he went on a super rant, and it sparked an idea for what we can talk about today. Super ranting about how everyone that says they're rich on social media is a lie.
Yeah.
And how they're getting rich is like whatever they're selling.
It's
Yeah.
literally
They're
just
rich.
like a scheme. Like it's actually bullshit.
So these fired a bunch of questions in my head. I'm just gonna say them. Basically, how are these people super rich and happy and have all this free time? These people on social media, how do they get there without being unhappy? Like, you did not get there without having, like, thoughts of wanting to quit and, like, you know what I mean? But, like, they don't show that. Some people do, but, like, it's very niche. Is it spoiled for us to say, why do I need to work like an absolute dog and compromise? I don't know if that's appropriate to say.
Is this my thoughts?
Yeah, this is literally you. Why do I need to work like a dog and compromise my mental health to build wealth? By wealth, we mean, like, actual, like, physical money. And the last thing is, does luck come into play? And before everyone like roasts us in the specifically YouTube comments, I know my grandparents, our parents worked so hard like to get to where they were today. What we mean is like now in this day and age, it's not just like go to work from 9 to 5, you make like $100K a year and you're good. $100K isn't like.
Dude, you're literally taking 2 steps forward and then 2 steps
you're
back.
working
like your
9 to
whole
5.
life. You're just doing the same fucking
By
2
working
steps
like
forward
a dog,
and back
I just
your whole
want to.
life.
By working like a dog, I just want to say like it means working 9 to 5, and then maybe before work and after work,
No,
you're
I think
doing
it's just,
something else.
it's just working to the point of like burnout, basically.
Burnout,
Yeah.
but like I just want to say because like last time we said this like a year ago or something, we talked about something like this. Someone was like so ungrateful. Our parents like came to this country and blah blah blah. So that's not what I mean. But anyways. It's a myth to have overnight success, pretty much. And, like, everything that you see on social media and people saying, like, oh, I'm rich, do this, get rich, obviously, like, is fake. But, like, I've fallen into those traps so many times.
Yeah.
So, what were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say, like, and, like, think about it. Like, if everyone did what that person said to do, would anyone be making money off of it anymore?
Exactly.
It's like, how could it work? For all you know, that guy just, like, rented a Lamborghini, made a video with that rented Lamborghini. Hey, guys, you want to learn how to, like, drive this one day? Like, take my course. Meanwhile, this guy is literally homeless.
Yeah.
Like, just rented a Lamborghini for the day with, like, whatever money he had left. Now he's selling you this course on how to be rich.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
And the thing is, like, with the rise of like technology and like everyone's on social media, no matter what fucking job you have, and that's all great, but I feel like a lot of people in our generation and age now are craving like transparency more than ever. I'm almost getting sick of it. I'm almost like, I don't know what's real versus what's not real. Like, I don't know what to believe. So like, how am I supposed to chase my dreams and follow my goals? Like, I don't really know like how far I can take things because like everything's a fucking lie. That's
Following
sometimes how
like
it feels.
false advice almost, you know, like you like all these like motivational TikToks and shit, and it's just like it's like unrelatable. It's like so specific to their life and like their situations that it's just like it's somewhat like bad advice, you know, like because it's
Yeah.
not.
It's like literally one off.
Yeah,
Like-
it's just like it's what
yeah.
worked for you, you know. Like other
Yeah.
people try this shit, and I just feel like it's just makes people depressed, you know. They're like, "What the fuck? Like this isn't working. Like nothing's working," you know. Like
Do you think it's spoiled to say like, why do I need to work this hard to be rich or like wealthy?
Not really. I think it is annoying. Like there's so many people that are like just in a better position. Like there's people who like have the same thoughts as us, and then they talk to their parents about it who have unlimited amount of money, and they just tell them, okay, put together this business plan, and I'll help you create this business.
Yeah.
yeah, that's literally what I was telling
You
you.
know, it's like you have connections or like enough money, like whatever it may
Yeah.
be, and like your parents just hook you up.
yeah,
Like you were a failure in university, probably paid for your grades to get through university. Parents are proud of you for that. You couldn't get a job afterwards. Then you get into the cycle of like what we're doing right now, but then your parents bail you out.
yeah.
It's like, okay, and I don't know.
That's where luck comes into play and just like being in the right place at the right time.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say like, did they work harder? And then do you have like this P Diddy shit happening right now? And you're like, okay, did they just get on their knees for the right person and now they're where they are? Like, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I think yes to that, and I also just think that like it's not spoiled to say that because some people just haven't found like what they like love enough yet to actually want to work all day on it
And
or
take
like every
those
day.
risks
Yeah.
that people talk on social media say you gotta take the risks. You
And
gotta
that's
take the
okay.
risks.
Like
It's
sometimes you won't find what you like really love until later on in life. But it's like I think you just have to accept the fact that like it's not going to feel like work once you love it. You shouldn't feel fucking a pit in your stomach or anxious every single day when you wake up
I was
to
gonna
be able to
say-
be rich. Like I think that that's not you're not rich. You're poor when you do that. Like I would
You are.
rather be fucking poor and like sane than like rich and just like every day waking up
That's
stressed.
why I think the city life is what breeds that mentality. Like no amount of money you make is enough. Like unless you're just filthy rich, because like everything around you is so expensive and just saturated. Like you just like that's why I just love like the town vibe or just like moving into like big places like rural areas. Like
we want
you
to move
just get
to
so much more out of your life for way less. Like
we want to move to Texas or Wyoming.
I'd be down. Texas 100%. I don't know about
I'm
Wyoming.
down for
but-
Texas. But yo, something that you said earlier, like about the journey aspect of it, people over glorify the journey aspect of it and like make it seem like it's just like this beautiful, bright thing
It's like an epiphany.
after they've made it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they had the same days as us, maybe months, years of like being fucking crippled, depressed in their basement, like thinking the same things that we think. But then they made it and they only remember like the like positive bits and pieces of their
And that's
journey.
why fucking social media is bullshit, because they only showcase that shit. And then like people with like, not to shit on anybody, but like people with like weaker mentals that like actually like get depressed very easily, like see that shit and they're like, I've been working so hard my whole life. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking piece of shit. Like I
But
worked
that's-
5 times
you know,
harder
It's
than
that
this
easy.
guy.
How is it that easy?
Yeah,
And
am
then
I
you
just
work
stupid?
hard and you're like,
you know?
I'm
And
working way
it's
harder.
really it's not the people who's posting it's fault to like educate you on that stuff or just share that stuff. Obviously, it just sucks that there isn't more transparency. Like that's why you have to be really mindful of like what you're consuming. Like that's why we're saying it's a lie. Like don't believe like question everything. You know what I mean?
You're like listening to an already wealthy person giving you like sound advice because they just have peace of mind in their wealth, you know? Like it's not
Yeah.
it's not like realistic advice. I don't know.
I think that's a difference too between like having a mentor and someone you look up to. Like someone you look up to like and is giving you advice already made it. You're like, I don't know, like I look up to you, but like do I relate? Like a mentor I feel like can really like challenge you and like do you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's always good to find someone like that. It's easier said than done, but not to like plug us too much, but the whole like bridging the gap and like finding the journey. Me and Fran are working on some like stuff with people who are gonna come on the pod and places we're gonna go that's gonna like bridge that gap. So stay tuned for that. What were you gonna say? You were gonna say something.
I was gonna say when you were like, some people haven't found what they love, like aren't passionate about it. I think when you find that thing that you love, it doesn't feel as hard as work. Like you're not feeling like you're working so hard because like you've already gotten to a place where you're happy with your job, your life, and like what you're doing.
But like, and then in my eyes, it's almost like, okay, what if they started to like that because of the opportunity that came from it? It's like,
What do you
you
mean?
know,
Like,
someone failed trying this, didn't work out. Someone tried streaming gaming, didn't work out. And then they started doing marketing, SEO, something. They kind of liked it at the beginning. Then they started making money from it. Now they love it. You know what I mean? It's like,
well,
like, when you're trying something, do you just love it right away? Or like, is it possible that like people spot an opportunity, start making the money, then they start loving it? And
yeah,
then,
I
like,
mean, I can see
that
that
whole like bridge in the middle gets confused and they just make it seem like they loved it from the start.
Yeah.
Like it's like, and like, how do you know that like what you are meant to do or like love to do, the thing that you're meant to try, you can't do because you don't have the opportunity to do it right now. Because you're stuck in a 9 to 5 because you don't have the money to do it. You don't have the opportunity. It's like,
And a
I think
lot of
about
the
that a
time,
lot.
like a lot of the time, it's like you need the security and steady paycheck of the 9 to 5 to pursue that thing that you want to do because like it needs capital to be able to do it. But the 9 to 5 takes up so much of your time that like by the time you're done work, like you don't even have the energy to want to do it. So it's like, it's either, once again, you're literally working from like 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. every single day and you have no life for a couple of years, or like you take risks and you quit your job. And people go both ways, but it's like, I would love more transparency and like in the process, both those ways. How did it work? How did it not work? You know? What would you guys do if you could, like, if you could pick something that like you loved? And it's fine if you say like nothing because you don't know yet, but like,
oh my God.
I don't really know, but it's definitely something with like technology and like computers, or even like like game development. I don't know, like anything. Honestly, anything like gaming related. I genuinely like, love gaming. I love everything about it.
Like being like literally, we say it all the time, but like being a streamer like Jinxie or like someone like big like that, that is the dream. You are getting paid to do what you have fun doing.
yeah.
And like infinite amounts of money to do it.
Yeah.
Like
So-
something
And the
you already
more
do.
it, like the more better you are at the job. Like the more you game doing something you love, like the better streamer you are because you're streaming for more hours. Like it's just like the perfect.
what makes you guys
Infinite.
feel like you can't do that right now? Just like time?
Like y'all, like, okay, Jinxie like blew up. He's the biggest streamer on the planet. And like he did it for 5 years straight. Like,
Gaming every day.
like 4 years of nothing to just like TikTok becoming more of a thing and then blowing up on TikTok, which then made his Twitch like blow up and all that. Like literally, it's almost like, I hate saying the word luck, but it is. It almost is luck.
It is.
It's like hitting the fucking lottery.
Yeah.
Like there's people who are amazing at, like, look at like Chris Duenas, amazing at gaming.
Yeah.
Like actually like top like 1%, 0.1% in the world at Call of Duty. Entertaining guy as well. Just the opportunity hasn't come up for him. Like he's someone who like could deserve that. Like is almost like burnt out of it now. Like used to stream every day, loved it, doesn't do it anymore because maybe that didn't come into fruition how he thought. Like that's someone who you like, he should have made it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
He put in the hours too,
Yeah.
like while working these 9 to 5s and shit. You know, like he did have like jobs and stuff. Like
while being entertaining, while being one of the best
Yeah.
at the game, like had every aspect that you need to like make it. Just like in my eyes, it's literally like luck. It's the right person seeing it, reposting it, liking it,
Yeah.
bringing it to the attention of their viewers, and you've
Yeah.
made it overnight. Like when people say it happens like overnight, I feel like that's what it is for some of these people.
Well, you never know if you don't try. What if you guys blow up overnight?
But that's what I mean. Like you guys love it, right? Like you guys love gaming. You love streaming. I told Roman this, and like he never actually followed through with it. I was like, literally make yourself a schedule. Like every Tuesday and Thursday night, like stream or whatever you do for 2 hours. Like you did it for like 2 weeks and then you stopped. But like you don't know what would happen if you did that for a year.
like it goes back to like working. You know, like
I know.
yeah, we come
I'm-
home and
I'm
we're like
tired,
a
bro.
sack of bones. Like I
Yeah.
just
But
feel
you're
like I have,
gaming
like,
anyway.
Yeah,
But
why not
sometimes
just-
we game and like we don't even like talk that much to each other because we just both know like you're just burnt out from work. Like streaming is like a personality. Like
yeah, I guess you're
you need-
branding
you
yourself.
don't just
too.
play
Yeah.
and just fucking like those people. Nothing happens to those people. You know, you need to be like.
But I think that you guys could do more than like just play like Valorant or whatever the fuck you play. Like you guys like our jokes together. Like, why don't you can do like puzzles while you're streaming and like do fun shit. Like, if you committed to doing that even like once a week, like just like treat it like a business meeting. Like, we are fucking streaming today. Like, whether it's just you two or like someone else, like, and like try doing that for 6 months. Like, what would happen? And like every time you streamed, you would save the clip from the stream and then you uploaded it on TikTok. Like, maybe nothing would happen, but maybe something would happen. Like, you never actually know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's always worth a shot. Like, it's something we can always go back to, you know? Like, we can always...
They're not down.
It's just like, you don't get it. Like, sometimes we get home, we're excited to game and shit. We'll play 2 games. It's almost like we're not even paying attention to what's happening in the game. We just fucking lose. We get rinsed. But it's just nice to be like talking with each other for a bit. Like,
And
whatever.
then I guess it's after you're turning
like-
something that you like, that's your piece, into like doing work. So you're kind of like, will that make you not like it eventually down the line? You know what I mean? Because you're treating it like
But
work.
isn't it kind of like us podcasting? Or not really, maybe.
I think when it comes to
Well-
streaming, you actually need to be like, it needs to be like a full-time thing to... Like, a lot of streamers stream like literally like the hours people are working, and like that's like their main audience is like during those peak times. Like, people like fucking all the Valorant streamers are streaming from like, some guys go on at like 7 a.m. to like 7 p.m. and they're just ripping steady, you know, like every
Yeah.
Monday to Friday, and like that's their work. And then Saturday, Sunday they're chilling.
Yeah.
Like, this guy FIFA, who I'm watching play Warzone right now. So I don't know if he still lives in the UK or he moved to the States or something, but like, bro, he wakes up at 3 a.m. to go to the gym. Wakes up at 3 a.m. to go to the gym. He has breakfast. He streams for 8 or 10 hours, and then he just chills in his hot tub, has some beers, goes to bed, starts the next day.
Yeah.
It's like, what would it take for us to do that right now? We have to take a dive into the deep end, quit your job, like put everything to the side, and like start doing this.
Yeah.
And
that's
be
like-
in like a hole in debt as well, like, because, you know,
And I
like,
think that that's what a lot of people our age are like struggling with. Like, you have dreams, you have aspirations, but with the economy now and with society, it's like taking risks is like a bigger risk than it used to be. But at the same time, sometimes they pay off. So it's really like you need to like love it and really believe in yourself, I think. Because like honestly, if me and Fran quit our 9-to-5s or like quit our jobs just to do podcast related stuff, we'd probably be like, I don't know where
yeah, imagine if you gave it 100% instead of 15%. Like,
I mean, we definitely
Well, we
give it
don't
more
do
than
it 15.
15%.
not 15,
Like,
no, you know what I mean?
Try,
like,
try. I woke up at 6 a.m. this morning
say
to
you
write
had
my
like,
emails.
Like, time-wise, maybe.
Yeah,
say you had
Yeah.
like 40 hours to give towards work, and 38 of that was to your full-time job and 2 hours to your podcast.
Well, people will argue
you know,
that,
like,
you know, like that they do both at the same time and we're just complaining and lazy. because
I'm
we have
not
to make-
lazy or complaining because like we're still here. You know what I mean? Like I literally
Yeah,
have
we're
been
just
waking
venting.
up.
It's just-
Yeah,
No,
I
yeah,
know.
I know, but you
But
have
people
to-
do like say that, right? Like, we personally aren't in the position where like, again, economy wise, like things that like we need to fucking pay for and do and live, like to just do the podcast right now. You know what I mean? Maybe one day, who knows? But like, I don't know. I guess the point is like you really have to like weigh out the pros and cons of taking these risks. And again, I wish more people like talked about it. I just think that you need to like, if you really love something though, I do think that like you should try and go for it and go that extra mile. But if it's just like, oh, you want to get rich and make money and like do this, like back to my first point, it's like it's all marketing and it's a lie, and don't believe that. And that's what Roman was ranting about when he came home on Tuesday or whenever it was.
bro, I was just so tired of seeing like social media shit of like people, like young people specifically, like 25-year-olds. It's like, dude, you haven't even like been alive long enough to like go through struggles to build wealth, like without a crazy opportunity or a helping hand. Like, real shit. It's just facts. Like,
Have you guys?
and it just drives me nuts when like these people are like fucking shoving it in your face, like just
unfollow them, dude.
no, it's not anybody specific, just like TikTok in general, like
Yeah.
Yeah, just venting.
What were you gonna
just
say?
like
Who, me? I
Yeah.
forget now.
Have you guys heard of the book called A Happy Pocket Full of Money? It basically talks about like wealth consciousness. So, like, I don't know, like I read the whole book, but I was like, really? Like, he basically just says that like if you think that you're wealthy, like you already are, which is like, okay, but like
Yeah.
like
And then, yeah.
it's just like
yeah. Like, you owe the bank 60K.
No, but I think
No, I
it's just
don't.
saying it's a mindset. It's just
Yeah,
a
yeah.
mindset.
it's a mindset. Like, if you keep saying like I don't have enough money for this, or I'm not, like, realistically we are all like wealthy. You know what I mean? Like if you really think about it, it's just like what do you categorize wealth as? So like just like to take this convo for full circle, like yeah, looking at social media and seeing these people who are rich, especially young people, and you're like, like shut up. Like you like how did you actually get there? It's like we can feel that way, but we can also shift it and be like, okay, in my mind, I am wealthy, I'm happy, I'm good. Like it doesn't always have to be physical money. You know what I mean? And like maybe that'll make you feel better next time. I don't know. Maybe it's bullshit.
Yeah, I know it's
fucking
not money. That's why I don't know. I don't know. That's why I was venting. Just like thoughts, just
Yeah, and it's annoying. Like it's just annoying.
Yeah.
The world we live in is annoying right now,
Yeah.
especially in Canada. I just feel like it's even worse.
yeah. Dude,
Like,
specifically,
I
here, like,
was watching a TikTok again, back to fucking social media, but it's kind of crazy. Like everything's like social media. It's
Well,
kinda
and what's
concerning.
sick, like we're starting to realize it, but like how censored our shit is in Canada right now. Like Instagram, like
Yeah.
YouTube, like all it, like the only things you can see like unfiltered, uncensored shit on social media right now is like X or Twitter and TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
like-
wait, no, the ban on TikTok's only in the U.S., so they'll probably transfer over to Canada.
It's gonna happen eventually. Like
100%.
but like you don't even realize like we lose track of like things that are happening in the world. Like I don't know, and like I hate to get political and stuff, but like Ukraine, Russia, that happened. How long has it been happening for now?
Is it
Almost
still
like
happening?
a year and a bit now. Like,
Even I swear it's like 2 years. It's been happening, and like it's all we heard about for a month. We don't know what's happening anymore. They've still been fighting. It's been 2 years.
Yeah.
The same with like the whole like not to get political and stuff, but like the whole Palestine thing. All you could hear about for a week. Haven't heard a single thing about it since.
Legit.
They're still
You,
fighting.
you,
Heard
you
about
hear
it.
Still
about
fighting.
it. You hear about it from like your followers or something. If you like they're
Yeah.
like, whatever they're on either side or they're advocating for either side, they want to spread the news, but like you don't actually know like what's like going on in real time. It's kind
No.
of crazy.
Like even that did you guys see what happened with that bridge?
Yeah, dude.
That was
Like
crazy.
if it wasn't for like it's not like I turn on the news and I see that anymore like you used to. Like you don't see
Yeah.
shit on the news. What do they
Nothing.
talk about on the news? Like
Crazy.
all I remember on the news is like that little slider
Yeah.
of like the stock. Like I'm just staring at that, pretending like I'm like
No, you
analyzing
know
what's
what?
happening with
Yeah.
Apple, Microsoft. That's all I look at the news.
You
Like,
know what's
Yeah.
been on the news a lot lately is just talking about how like cars are being stolen everywhere.
yeah. And I always see jokes about like people say that cargo boat was filled with like stolen cars from Toronto or something. Like people,
Yo, outside where we live, 2 cars got stolen the other night.
yeah, it's a
Yeah,
real
take
thing.
that in.
There's like there's like these guys known as like the Kia bandits. I don't know where they're from, but like
Yeah,
they
they,
have
they,
like
they drive white BMWs.
and they have like some like fob thing they can get into like any Kia.
Any
And they
Kia.
just like people are filming them like, yo, what are you doing? Like and like they just smash the window of the car, fob into the thing, gone.
that's
It's like-
fucked.
That's
the fuck just
terrifying.
happened?
I think that's the worst.
Yeah, I
thing
heard they
ever.
can like take cars in under like 10 seconds now. You can literally just start it and dip in like
Yeah.
10 seconds.
But even like our friend's dad, like he had a video of it. It was like a team of like 3 people. Like one person was holding like a little satellite thing that was like taking the connection from his dad, the key that's in his house, into this like
Oh my
fob.
God, that's-
It like literally transfers like whatever it is, like to this fob, so it works as if like the key was outside now.
That's
That's why
fucking
they say don't
crazy.
leave it at your front
Fucked.
door.
yeah,
Because
the keys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sleep with my keys now.
Crazy.
You literally have to. Yeah, that's fucked.
Okay, let's switch gears to end off. We're gonna lighten up the mood a bit, and we're gonna read some hate comments we've been getting. We've
So-
done it before, but
That's actually
We have been
jokes.
getting quite a few hate comments.
not
as of
really.
late.
Actually, I don't. It's just on YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, I don't know what that demographic
The
is.
YouTube communities.
The YouTube
The
community
YouTube
is just
community, they're like, shut the
ruthless.
fuck up. And we're like, okay. Like,
It's kinda like the
why
Reddit community.
No, but like, why comment, shut up?
Yeah.
Like, why are you even commenting? Like, I don't give a shit.
Because
But
they
like,
can and they're anonymous and.
But
what
they're
are you
not.
gonna
It's
do?
Let's just
literally-
not get to
literally-
it. Let's
And
just
like
not
they're
get too
like
butthurt.
addicted to the like they're like little iPad babies. Like actually,
Yeah.
like they need those videos that have like someone playing Minecraft plus someone explaining something at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, like the double.
That's, like,
dopamine
all they
videos?
like. That's, like,
all
all they
And
like.
then they see 2 people, like normal people talking, like shut the fuck up. I
Yeah.
don't want to hear this shit.
Yeah.
it's just
Just
like,
Lie to me.
no, it's
Lie to
actually
me. Tell me
so,
something that's not true.
that's so true.
Yeah, like it's like no one wants to hear something that's like real and happening. They'd rather
Yeah.
like hear like some drama about something that could be true.
Yeah.
Like
That's so true.
That's actually the truth.
no one gives a
one
fuck.
even
I
wants has to
hate
hear
those
the
videos
truth.
when there's like another video playing. Like
Yeah.
I can't.
I
Like,
get
I hate
Dude, I
it.
get so distracted. I end up just watching the
Yeah.
fucking
No, I-
GTA car
Did you hear?
falling down the hill.
Beyonce might be a Soviet spy. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
locked in.
This is off topic about the hate comments, but me and Roman have been like to go to bed, been watching fruit and vegetable videos to like rejuvenate our mind a bit. Do you watch them too?
No.
Oh.
What
Fruit
is
and
that?
vegetable videos.
Yeah, go ahead.
No,
explain.
not fruit and vegetable video. This guy does tier lists for like foods.
Oh, that's unreal.
So he does like a tier list for oils, all oils. The olive oil was like S tier, and then like fucking sunflower oil was like F tier. Like,
So what other
just
vegetables?
so
Explaining
unhealthy.
why.
So, like,
Yeah, like all the science
Surprisingly-
behind it. Yo, it's so cool. I don't know. I love it.
Surprisingly, romaine lettuce is like like the best tier, and like really bad tier was one. What was one of the ones that were like not good, like cucumber or something.
Yeah, like cucumber, because like it's literally just water.
Not
it's
like
there's
bad
no-
for you. It's just like based on nutrient
Oh, okay,
denseness,
yeah,
like
yeah.
cucumber. What was the other one? What were the other ones that were like
dates aren't that good for you.
they're good for you? They're
Oh.
just like lower tier.
I don't
Chili
remember. You went
peppers
through,
are
like-
like top tier.
I've
Yeah.
heard that like eating spicy food like a lot is like really screwed up for you though. Like I know it has like health benefits, but like for your esophagus,
Oh,
I've
yeah,
heard it's like
yeah,
for
real.
GERD. For
It's
GERD.
not good for GERD or
Yeah.
dysphagia.
Yeah.
Sorry,
okay.
off topic too. What I've been doing, it's my new snack, and Francie knows it's kind of disgusting. But you take pepperoncinis and you wrap
What?
that. You know those pepperoncinis that you find like in Veal-
Pepperoncinis?
pepperoncini, like those
It's
little
like-
Italian like chili
Oh.
peppers, but they're sweet and like hot at the same time. And I wrap it, and I wrap hot salami around it, and then I eat it.
Yeah,
Anyway,
but
it's
yeah,
really, really good.
and it's pretty good, but you didn't take the seeds
Yeah.
out. And like, so I was literally like a machine gun, like spitting out the seeds after. I'm like, yeah, that was pretty good.
Sorry, because you guys were talking about what we watched before bed. We've been watching kind of American Dad. I want to get this out there. Maybe people can like debate
The cartoon
a poll.
American
It's
Dad.
not better than
Family Guy
Guy.
versus American
No.
Dad, and American Dad wins every single
No.
time.
It's
Let me
so-
say my point.
No, we've been watching Family Guy recently.
No, let me
It's
say my
so
point.
much
Okay,
better.
can I speak? Thanks.
Go ahead.
First of all, the characters are
Please.
just better. Okay.
Are they,
Second
wait,
of
wait,
all,
wait.
Roger the
are they,
Alien?
Are they the same voice actors?
Same like
Just Stan is
Well-
Seth MacFarlane. That's it.
And he's also the creator of both shows. I swear.
yeah.
Yeah.
It has a storyline. American Dad has an actual beginning, middle, and end that
don't
you
know
can
why she
like
says this.
that
It
you
doesn't.
can follow. It's like watching an actual show that has like up and down, and it's funny. Like it actually makes you laugh.
Tell us about it.
Family Guy.
Tell us about it.
What do you mean?
Tell us about the story. What's the story? What's the general story of American Dad?
Okay, usually something happens to the kids or the wife.
That's
Sta-
not a very specific story
Stan-
that's following. That kind of sounds like Family Guy.
Not really.
Something happened to Lois. Something happened to
No,
Brian.
but Family Guy is just like they're eating pizza and now like Stewie's getting murdered. It's just so
Sounds like something
random.
happened to their kids, like you just said.
No.
Happens to American
No,
Dad.
No.
I know what you're trying to say. I
You know
think
what I
Family,
mean?
yeah, but I don't agree.
It just cuts to like random snippets of things that you're
Family
like,
Guy
kind of like,
is just like over dramatic sometimes. Like they'll do a musical for like 20 minutes and you're like,
Or like when Peter stubs his toe. Like
I don't
yeah.
like when it drags on like jokes too much. It's like
20 minutes.
like that's not funny.
no, but it is funny. But they both have the same sort of storylines. Like Family Guy is just a little bit more exaggerated and I think punchy. Like you have to really get the joke sometimes.
Family Guy is like very like specific jokes. Like they'll take jabs at like actors and actresses that like nobody knows, but then you go look them up and like
Yeah, like,
you,
it's
you listen to
accurate.
the chirp and you just die of
The
laughter.
Modern Family one, like that was so funny.
What did they say about Modern Family?
Like you don't remember when they like lived as the Modern Family people for a bit?
Was this a newer episode?
Had to
Maybe,
be, yeah.
I
maybe.
may not have seen it.
It's hilarious.
We need to watch that episode tonight.
Yeah,
We need to find that episode.
we need
and
to watch
it
the newer
tonight.
ones.
American Dad is better.
I can't argue. Like I just like that's your opinion. I just think what you described, you basically said the two shows are the same thing.
No, I just think American Dad has more of a flow. That's a better word. A flow.
You said it has a story, but like what is the story?
Well, I don't know. Every episode has a different story, but like
But
it
that's the
has,
same as Family Guy.
No, but like American Dad has like American a beginning, middle, end. It flows. It's not just like random jokes. Like the jokes kind of like make
Yo,
sense.
honestly, Family Guy is very like similar though. Like we watched an episode about like Quagmire cheating on or Cleveland's wife cheating on him with
Quagmire.
Quagmire. And like it happened at the beginning, and like the whole episode's the story of that. But there is like random ass jokes in between that
Well,
like
so is
carry
American
on.
Dad, but, you know,
it's
I
literally
guess-
the same thing, just like different family and
I
It's
aspects.
guess
made by
maybe-
the same person.
Okay, I guess maybe
Like,
then I just like the characters more in America. Like I
Yeah,
just
it's
like,
probably that.
gravitate more towards
Yeah.
American Dad characters. Family Guy, I'm just kind of like don't love you guys.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. So let's read hate comments now because it's been like 10 minutes since.
So-
I don't care. This is one for Sam. I don't get why this girl needs to put the whole of Sephora on her face. That's to Sam.
That's what someone said to you?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
This is
Thanks.
for both of us.
I look good without makeup too, but thank you.
For both of us. It's crazy you start an entire podcast to say shit like this. Not every convo needs
Okay,
to be a
wait.
podcast.
Look, we have to
That's-
comment on the comment.
I don't really like
It's
that's just kind of
crazy.
like
You started an entire podcast to say shit like this.
It's crazy you made an account to make a comment like that.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
But yeah, what's his name?
Bob
Star
Dylan.
Star
Next.
Invader 247.
this is also to both of us. Talk normally. Bunch of dumbass little LA girls.
Not from LA.
Got that one wrong.
Complete opposite coast.
Not
as
from
well.
Oh my god,
LA.
okay, I'm sorry. Before you say mine, I want to preface. I saw this one comment one time. I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, kind of weird comment to make. Then I got it 3 more times.
This is the comment. This girl that looks like Sid the Sloth is wrong. And then the second
From
comment,
Ice
like
Age.
the
I
other
know what that
day,
is.
was like Sid the Sloth
Looking
looking ass.
I was like, it's
Was it the same person?
No.
been different people. And I'm
Okay,
like,
no, the best. These are the best. The amount of plastic in this video is astronomical. There's no plastic in this video.
sorry, I was supposed to redo back to Sid the Sloth. Like, do I look like Sid the Sloth?
I don't see the resemblance really.
Like at all. Like I
No.
don't.
I
Someone's
think
gonna
you-
comment now being like, you do look like pull up Sid the Sloth. I'll put a picture right here. Maybe we do have similarities. Like absolutely fucking not, dude. Show them. Like, come on.
Oh my god. No.
No similarities, but it's just
No.
jokes that
You know what
someone
it might? You know
randomly
what it might?
said.
three
No,
different
you know what it
people.
might be? He has like a triangular face. So
I was
maybe,
gonna say that the head shape.
maybe
Maybe,
it's
but
His
like,
eyes are like
but like
this.
again, it's like.
Anyways,
I don't
I
know.
just because I saw it once, I'm like weird. Then I saw it 2 more times. I'm like, that's weird because that's very specific character.
whatever.
For all you know, it's the same person on all 3 of their burner
No,
accounts.
probably not.
People are weird, man.
There's a
People
lot
are
of-
fucking weird on
There's
social
a lot
media.
of plastic comments. Like the amount of plastic in this video is astronomical, which is weird. But also, it's funny that like men use that sort of comment to like attack
Weaponize, yeah.
women, like weaponize it. It's like, okay,
Yeah, they literally don't even know you. Like, how do they know that that's facts?
Yeah, it's like not even true here,
Are you
and
calling
like
me-
half of them would be like attracted to that as
Yeah.
well.
Anyways.
It's like what,
Yeah, let me see your
you're
like
just
pictures,
mad.
buddy.
You're
Yeah.
just mad that we're speaking facts and you're behind the fucking keyboard. No, we got one once that was like basically. Oh no, we actually got a bunch like these, and you didn't write these here. Basically, that we have a speech impediment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People think we have a speak like they say like speak properly. Like,
Yeah.
you guys.
They're probably Americans that are fucking
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't.
idiots.
Yeah.
They don't
But
know.
also, I think we talk really fast, and sometimes we like skip over our words, so like it sounds like we're
Yeah.
like,
Sometimes my
like
tongue like actually gets stuck in between my teeth because I talk way too fast. But
yeah,
like
it
they
does happen to you sometimes.
they think it's like a speech impediment,
yeah.
which is weird. Fix your nose is the last one.
Honestly, like I try and fix it with contour, but it doesn't always help. And also, I just don't think that we need to fix our
sorry,
nose.
Rome and Francie have a hate comment.
Oh, yeah,
Rome's
Rome's-
hate comment was, "Wow, this guy is the coolest kid in class." When you were talking about like electronics and like
What?
technology,
But
They're, like,
sarcastically.
low-key, like, oh, okay.
and for Francie, you're just speaking common sense, lol. Which
You were trying to make a point, like
Mm-hmm.
a profound
and he was
point.
kind of just like you're just like talking like common sense.
True. I don't know. Maybe you needed to hear it that day, little buddy.
Yeah.
Billy.
Anyways,
Yeah, this guy's so
Honestly,
smart,
yeah,
man. Like,
like,
oh,
I like
oh.
hate comments. They're actually kind of funny.
Dude, if there's one thing rappers are right about is that like people love to hate, man. Like they enjoy coming up with something that they think is clever to say to you. Like
Yeah.
and
I
just
don't know.
getting
I
a
just
reaction,
pride
like-
myself.
but
I've
like-
never left a hate comment on anybody's.
Why?
Anything.
But like, what happy person feels the need to like make fun of a person they don't know? Like, you know, like on the internet.
Yeah,
Oh
they
my God.
literally don't
Can you
know
imagine
you.
commenting on a woman's post, fix your nose?
Yeah, or like, can you imagine like it wasn't the internet and it was like someone you were walking by on the, like the street? You
They would
wouldn't
never
say
say
that.
Fix your nose or like fucking sit the sloth.
They would
Yeah.
never fucking say it.
Sloth,
No
look
one
at
would
that.
ever look at you and be like, yo, you really resemble Sid the Sloth.
Yeah, like
Oh my
I
God.
think that's the part that chews me more than anything. It's like you would not say this in person.
Yeah.
All,
Or maybe they
all
would.
fucking 4'11"
No,
of you
like,
would
they-
not have the balls to
I
come
saw
tell me
this-
this in person.
I saw
Like,
this one
Yeah.
really pretty girl on TikTok. Like she was
Fucking
stunning.
Braden 77.
And she was doing an outfit video, like showing her outfit. And this guy from high school that I know comments, out of all these comments, says, negative assets. And I really felt like replying, like,
Why
first
would
of all, you're like, chill, because she is like way out of your league. Sorry. But second of all, like, why are you commenting that? Like, you know she's pretty, you know she's hot, and you're commenting. It's almost kind of like, it was like to lessen her ego because she knew she was pretty, but like he commented that because she had like negative, I don't know, that
I
rubbed me the
think-
wrong way. I was like, you're so like weird. Like,
I
you're
don't
weird.
know. I think it's like it takes a lot to put yourself out there, like on the internet, like talking about shit too. Like this doesn't really relate to what you just said, but like for podcasts, I think especially like because you're giving all a podcast is an opinion.
Yeah.
Like you're talking, and it's really scary to give your opinion and then put it on the internet. So I think like the people that comment stuff like this are just people that are intimidated by like people actually having the courage to get on here and give their opinion. You know what I mean? Because like to be honest, like sometimes I'm scared to post some of the clips. Like we'll edit clips. I'm like, I don't know. Like I don't know if we should fucking
Yeah.
post that because like who knows what people are gonna think or say. So like, fuck the haters. But
But like we were talking about today, like we're so wrapped up in like other people's shit and just
True.
shit that doesn't matter that like sometimes you need to hear the common sense thing.
Yeah.
Like it's just
Yeah.
something that you haven't thought about for fucking years because you're so wrapped up in
it's real
what
shit.
Beyonce's doing, what fucking Jay-Z
Yeah.
has done today,
Yeah.
what color underwear Kanye's wearing. It's like you need to hear.
It's like real
what-
ass shit. It's
Yeah.
like
If it's
real.
not like profound, people just think like you're dummy. Like obviously, well, it's
Yeah,
like
but
well,
what
no,
are
it's
we
a
all
regular-
fucking philosophers?
regular
like, you know, like
conversation.
we're just
Like-
talking here. Like
Yeah.
And this is almost like therapeutic. Like just
It
being
is
able to like
therapy.
talk. Like 55 minutes have gone by. This felt like it's been 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
And
it's
like we're
And
not
we've just
on
been
our
talking.
phones.
Yeah,
like,
no
yeah.
phones, no like fake dopamine or stimulants. Like just like conversation. We're just picking each other's brains.
It's the type of
listening, like-
conversation you'd have. It's always what we say in the bedroom with like your best friend or your sister or your brother or your cousin. You're just literally talking like as if no one's there, but people
Honestly,
are listening in.
This might be an idea for you guys. You guys should start a podcast
We've
called
talked
like
about it.
Discord
We've
chat or
really
something.
talked
We've literally
about it.
like talked about
Guys,
that exact
you like
thing.
I don't know why you don't do that. That's so easy to do. Like not to like dumb down. Like I know like going to work and coming home is tiring, but like you do that anyways. Like you don't even have to go like to a studio to do it. You can literally you have mics at home. You have like a nice mic. Like just record.
Even if we just made clips of us talking to our boys in Discord
Yeah.
every night, we could go so viral.
You could.
Oh my god, that'd be hilarious.
Dude, those conversations have
like
been
the
crazy.
callers.
Because like, but again, that's like real convos. Like it's so fucking tiring to go online and just see convos about like these things cause cancer and this is what you should do about it.
Yeah.
This is what you need to do to help this. Like this is how you get from here to here. It's like
Yeah.
Obviously,
you
that's
know
nice to
avocados
see
are
once in a
bad?
while.
it's nice. It's nice to see once in a while. What? What?
He was like, "Did you know
No,
avocados are bad?"
Just like stupid fucking information on like online.
Never drink water again, like shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have this filter in your water?
Yeah.
If not, you're gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
If your water bottle is made of biphenyl plastics,
Like, dude, like shut up. Like that's actually garbage.
Like I want to know what you do when you wake up in the morning. Like what's the first thing you do? You know what I mean? Like I want to know that. Is that weird?
Like me specifically? Are you asking me or?
No, I'm just saying in general, like those basic ass conversations are just so like humble and like real, you know, like wholesome.
Wholesome, that's
like
the
what
word,
do you do
yeah.
when you wake up in the morning? Like,
Okay,
what,
that wraps up.
what-
We're
yeah.
like ranting now. Okay, guys.
Random thing. Someone at work came up to me. He's like, "Yo, you've been on this podcast a couple times. Like, what is it?" I'm like, "Oh, keeping it gentle. Like, you seen it?" He's like, "Yeah." Like, it randomly came up on my Instagram.
Oh
feed.
no way.
I know. So if you see this, buddy, I fucking love you, man.
That's sick.
Banner.
That's actually sick.
Oh, that's like nice when I hear that. Like, I feel.
Right?
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining our rant. That was really therapeutic. I'm glad we had you guys on, and that was very wholesome. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe,
and stay
comment
tuned.
nice things.
Stay tuned for some exciting shit.
Sam
coming
does this
up.
every single episode.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, but this
But
time
we're
for
actually
real.
implementing it
This
this
time
time.
for real.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Later.